The automotive industry has been evolving rapidly, with electric vehicles, EVs, and hybrids gaining significant traction in recent years. As we step into 2025, the question of whether electric, hybrid, or traditional combustion engines are the best option remains a crucial one. Each powertrain has its advantages and drawbacks, and the right choice depends on various factors such as cost, environmental impact, performance, and infrastructure. In this video, we will see the pros and cons of electric, hybrid, and combustion engines to determine which is the best option in 2025. Electric vehicles, EVs, the future of automotive technology. Electric vehicles have been at the forefront of the automotive revolution, with advancements in battery technology, charging infrastructure, and government incentives accelerating their adoption. EVs run solely on electricity, meaning they produce zero tailpipe emissions, making them the cleanest option for environmentally conscious drivers. One of the key benefits of EVs is their efficiency. Unlike combustion engines, which lose a significant portion of energy as heat, EVs convert a higher percentage of stored energy into motion. This translates to lower energy cost per mile, compared to gasoline or diesel-powered vehicles. Additionally, EVs require less maintenance due to the absence of complex mechanical components, such as transmissions, exhaust systems, and oil filters. However, EVs are not without challenges. One of the biggest concerns remains battery range and charging infrastructure. While modern EVs can travel over 300 miles on a single charge, charging stations are still not as widespread as traditional gas stations. Charging times can also vary significantly, with fast chargers taking around 30 minutes for an 80% charge, while standard home chargers may take several hours. Another issue is the initial cost. Although prices have been decreasing, EVs generally remain more expensive upfront than combustion or hybrid vehicles. However, tax incentives and long-term savings on fuel and maintenance can offset this cost over time. In 2025, EVs continue to grow in popularity as governments worldwide push for stricter emissions regulations, and automakers increase investment in electric technology. But are they the best option? That depends on your driving needs and accessibility to charging infrastructure. Hybrid vehicles, the best of both worlds. Hybrid vehicles combine an internal combustion engine, ICE, with an electric motor, offering improved fuel efficiency and lower emissions compared to traditional gasoline or diesel-powered vehicles. There are different types of hybrids, including mild hybrids, full hybrids, and plug-in hybrids, PHEVs, each offering varying levels of electric assistance. One of the biggest advantages of hybrid vehicles is their fuel efficiency. By using electric power at lower speeds and relying on the combustion engine for higher speeds or longer trips, hybrids can significantly reduce fuel consumption. This makes them a great choice for city drivers who experience a lot of stop-and-go traffic, as hybrids can switch to electric mode in such conditions, minimizing fuel usage. Plug-in hybrids, PHEVs, offer an even greater advantage by allowing drivers to use pure electric power for short distances while having a gasoline engine as a backup for longer trips. This eliminates range anxiety while still reducing emissions. Many PHEVs offer an electric range of 30 to 50 miles, which is sufficient for daily commuting before needing to rely on gasoline. However, hybrids still rely on fossil fuels to some extent, which means they are not as environmentally friendly as pure EVs. Additionally, maintenance costs can be higher than EVs due to the presence of both an internal combustion engine and an electric motor. The complexity of hybrid powertrains can lead to expensive repairs if issues arise. In 2025, hybrids remain a strong contender, particularly for drivers who are not yet ready to fully transition to electric, but want better fuel economy and lower emissions. They offer flexibility and convenience, especially in areas where charging infrastructure is still developing. Internal combustion engine, ICE, vehicles, still relevant in 2025. Traditional gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles have been the backbone of the automotive industry for over a century. While they are facing increased pressure from EVs and hybrids, ICE vehicles are still widely used due to their affordability, reliability, and fueling convenience. One of the main benefits of combustion engine vehicles is their range and fueling speed. Unlike EVs, which require extended charging times, ICE vehicles can refuel in minutes at any gas station. This makes them the most practical option for long-distance travelers and those living in remote areas with limited access to charging stations. Additionally, ICE vehicles have a lower upfront cost compared to EVs and hybrids, making them more accessible to a broader range of consumers. The variety of models and availability of replacement parts also make them easier and often cheaper to maintain. However, ICE vehicles have significant drawbacks, primarily related to environmental impact and fuel costs. Gasoline and diesel engines produce carbon dioxide and other pollutants, contributing to climate change and air pollution. As governments implement stricter emissions regulations, automakers are being forced to develop cleaner and more efficient engines. But these improvements may not be enough to keep ICE vehicles competitive in the long term. In 2025, ICE vehicles are still widely available, but they face an uncertain future. With increasing fuel prices, regulatory challenges, and rising competition from EVs and hybrids, traditional combustion engines may gradually lose their dominance in the market. Comparing the three, which is the best option in 2025? To determine which type of vehicle is best in 2025, let's compare electric, hybrid, and combustion engines across several key factors. When it comes to environmental impact, EVs are the clear winner. They produce zero tailpipe emissions, although battery production and electricity sources can still contribute to some environmental impact. Hybrids have lower emissions than ICE vehicles, but still rely on fossil fuels, while traditional combustion engines generate the highest emissions, significantly contributing to climate change and pollution. Cost and affordability depend on both initial purchase price and long-term expenses. EVs generally have higher upfront costs but lower maintenance and fuel expenses. Hybrids offer a middle ground with moderate initial costs and fuel savings, although they may have higher maintenance costs due to dual powertrains. ICE vehicles have the lowest initial cost, but higher long-term expenses due to fuel consumption and maintenance. Hybrids offer the best cost balance, while EVs provide the most savings in the long run. In terms of convenience and infrastructure, ICE vehicles remain the most practical, as gasoline stations are widely available and refueling is quick. Hybrids provide versatility by using both electricity and gasoline, avoiding range anxiety. EVs, while improving, still rely on a growing charging infrastructure, which may not yet be sufficient in some areas. ICE vehicles remain the most convenient, but hybrids offer the best of both worlds. Performance and driving experience also favor EVs, thanks to instant torque, smooth acceleration, and quiet operation. Hybrids offer a good balance, but can sometimes feel less powerful than either pure ICE or EV models. ICE vehicles provide a traditional driving feel, but are generally slower in acceleration compared to EVs. In this category, EVs are the winners. Future-proofing is a major consideration as governments worldwide push for electrification. EVs receive increasing government support, technological advancements, and regulatory incentives. Hybrids serve as a transitional technology, but may become obsolete as EV infrastructure improves. ICE vehicles face phase-outs and stricter regulations in many regions, making their future uncertain. EVs are the clear winners in long-term viability. What's the best choice in 2025? In 2025, the best vehicle choice depends on individual needs and circumstances. EVs are the clear winner in terms of environmental impact, performance, and long-term savings. However, they may not be ideal for those without access to reliable charging infrastructure or for those requiring long-range travel without extended charging stops. Hybrids remain a great compromise, offering lower emissions and better fuel economy without the charging limitations of EVs. They are a suitable option for those who want to reduce their carbon footprint, but are not ready to fully commit to an electric vehicle. Traditional ICE vehicles, while still relevant, are becoming less favorable due to environmental concerns, increasing fuel costs, and government regulations. For those who prioritize affordability and fueling convenience, ICE vehicles may still be a viable option, but their long-term viability is questionable as the world moves toward electrification. Ultimately, EVs are the future, but hybrids are the present solution for those who need flexibility. As technology advances and charging infrastructure expands, EVs are likely to become the dominant choice in the coming years. By 2030, we may see an even greater shift away from combustion engines, making 2025 a crucial year for consumers to evaluate their options based on current and future trends.